What's going on, guys? It's Sam from Cast Blast Camp, and today I'm doing a little more deer hunting. Got a little less than 3 weeks left of rifle season. I've come back to another land I know that I've seen some deer at before. I'm hopefully going to see another deer. But also, I brought my old buddy along with me.
Hey y'all.
Old Will. He's going to be going on his, is this what, your second deer hunt?
Yep.
He's going to be going on his second deer hunt, guys. Hopefully we can get him a harvest. So we're going to head back down this trail over here, and we're going to get set up before deer 30 and see if we can find some deer. Thanks for watching. Okay, so here's your cap, and here's a flag in case if you're like, it's a windy day. So right here, I was just letting my buddy Will know that the last 2 times that I came out of the woods at night after dark, that I had some deer that were bedded right over to the right of this trail, and I bumped them by accident. So I was letting him know to keep his eyes wide. Also, this is my first time doing a voiceover on any one of my videos. Let me know what you think in the comments below. So right here I saw some movement. There was 2 hunters ahead wearing no orange. So I go ahead and get my binoculars up to confirm.
Yeah, they ain't got no orange on. They're coming out.
They got guns?
Yeah.
They had guns with no orange.
Just keep on walking. Hopefully they don't talk too loud.
So here I just sped it up to about 8x speed to save you guys the trouble of watching the walking simulator.
Y'all be careful, there's a couple of people scouting it out for next year up there.
Okay. They in orange? I ain't wearing orange.
No, I ain't got a gun on them. I threw my orange in my backpack. I'd have it on me.
Gotcha.
Easy.
Appreciate it.
Okay guys, I'm not big on telling people what to do, but if you're big game hunting in the state of Tennessee, you gotta wear orange. It's just the safe, proper thing to do.
If a game warden saw that, that's instant ticket right up.
So right here, I'm pretty sure we both heard something off to the left, but I want to say it was just high winds breaking a limb off the tree. It was pretty windy this day. But I went ahead and let out a couple of calls, just in case, to hopefully help blend in our noise. In hindsight, it was probably a little too windy to be a perfect day for hunting, but I don't think any day is perfect. But I take the days I can get.
It was right over here to the right. This thicket is where I spooked a few more deer on my way out. They're crossing over this ridge. It's going to be up here to our left. It's going to go down a small hill into a timber. There's a cutout line and some buck scrapes that were there last year. I assume they're still there this year. I also want to set you up on this bottom corner. So we'll just keep your eyes open from left to right because they could be embedded right now in any of this thickness. We could bump them at any second. So we're going to go down this little left trail right here. It'll be real slow because it opens up to a trail that cuts down that's cut wide. And who knows, there could just be a deer working that trail right now. So don't go too fast. Be real slow. Down to that trail.
So this is my buddy's second time going whitetail deer hunting. He still is pretty new at hunting in general, so I like to give him a little bit of tips and pointers and help him out. I knew that there was a buck trail down here to the left. Last year I went scouting. There were scrapes and rubs all up and down this trail. So I was going to set him up on this bottom corner in hopes that a buck would either come down this hill or come around the bottom side of the hill where I set him up at. Also, for any people that are watching this video that are new to hunting, that haven't hunted before and want to get into it, some good tips is as you can see, he was just creeping through nice and slow. You never want to go too fast around a corner into a new field, a new opening, because you never know when there's going to be a deer or whatever you're hunting, an elk, bear, boar, etc., just right around the corner waiting for you. So you always want to go in slow and quiet. Keep your eyes and ears open. Right here I was pointing out to him another buck rub.
Right here. Okay, if you sit right here, you can, it's not the best, but you can see them coming through here. And once they open up, you'll have them clean. You might even get them clean to one of these pockets coming through here. Then if you're sitting this way, if you're right-handed, you'll go like this over your left shoulder, because doing this, it's a little more awkward. You might have to do a little ambidextrous type deal. Okay, so we'll want to, you've seen me clear out a spot, you know how to do it. So I'm going to start clearing out a spot. You just keep your eyes open and be listening for other noises near us if we bump one doing this.
Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm making a few buck grunts and about to clear out the ground with my foot, so you have a clean spot to move your feet so you don't crunch any leaves or sticks if you have to move to get a shot when the deer are close. The buck grunts can help disguise the sound of you clearing out the debris as a buck making a scrape. Also, before you set up your spot, you want to check your shooting lanes to make sure that you know you have at least a couple of good clear lanes to shoot at where you know the deer are going to be coming from. Also, if you can, try to be positioned downwind.
You won't be making a lot of noise crunching sticks or leaves. Alright, brother. You ready? You good? Good luck.
Good luck, man.
I'm going to be heading up this hill, going down to the left. I'm going to be thinking about if I don't see no orange or those guys non-orange down there, I'm going to set up somewhere on that ridge. It's basically straight that direction.
So now I'm just heading out. I'm going to let out a couple more buck grunts to see if I can attract anything back this way before I head up the hill and head down to my spot.
Lord, I pray, if it be your will, you allow Will to get a harvest, Lord. If it be your will, allow me to get one. Pray that if any of us gets one today, Lord, if He will. In His name I pray to God. So be it.
It might have been hard to hear because I was whispering, but I just said a prayer for Will's success. The wind started picking up real heavy here again. So right now I'm headed up to a ridge over to my right. On the top of the ridge it gets more opened up with some hardwoods. It's not as thick with pines. There is buck rubs going all the way up the ridge, along the ridge, and on the back side of the ridge as well. There's some scrapes too. Some of these rubs are a little bit older. You can tell by the freshness of the bark. If it's older, more scabbed over, not as wet, a little bit darker in color. There was two rubs there on both of these trees. And there are 2 more rubs on these 2 thinner trees right here. With a scrape right next to the right tree. This left rub is relatively fresh. You can tell by the scrapings that are on top of the leaves. That's how you can tell how fresh one is. You can look at the color, the moisture, and where the scraping is under the leaves, on top of the leaves. You can kind of get a sense of when they were there. I was just really hoping one of those wasn't going to snap off. On top of it being windy, it was a pretty cold day. I want to say it was somewhere in the 40s. The wind chill made it feel even colder. Right here, I was just still making my way up this ridge. On this tree to my left is another buck rub, you can see right there. Further on up the ridge, I found what I thought was a decomposing gut pile. I'm not positive though. Right here on this little small pine is another relatively fresh buck rub. So they're definitely working this ridge. You can see the top of the hill right here, the top of the ridge. I made my way up to the top of the ridge right now. Laid out a few calls before I started making too much noise. I found a tree that already had a cleared out spot, but it needed a little more clearing. So this was going to work for the evening. It was starting to get closer to deer 30. And I seen plenty of sign. Now I was just hoping for a buck to come over the ridge. Also, if you need to have a steady shot, you can get one of those shooting sticks relatively cheap. Definitely helps steady your shooting. I called a few more times throughout the evening, kept my eyes open. Really, it was too hard to hear anything with the wind. I'm wanting to say all the deer are more than likely bedded down. They usually bed down in extreme weather like rain and wind and snow. Now it was getting a little bit too dark to shoot or see proper, so I decided to pack it up and head back to Will. Okay guys, that pretty much sums it up. We didn't see anything, didn't get no harvests, but hunting isn't all about harvest every time. Sometimes it's about just getting out in the woods and enjoying God's outdoors, doing a little scouting and seeing where the deer are traveling to and from. So now we got a better idea of where these bucks are at. There's a few different trails that we set up on. We can come back to another time and try again. It was just a day or two ago you guys got me to 5,000 subscribers, and I'm really excited about that, guys. I appreciate every single one of you guys who watches my videos and subscribes and likes and shares. We're gonna go ahead and call it a night, guys. Hopefully, if I still have a tag left on the last week, I'm gonna try to do a camp video where I do some hunting, some fishing, and some camping all in one for my 5,000 subscriber special. And until next time, if you haven't already liked the video, go ahead and hit the like button. And if you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Sam and
Will.
out.
There's gonna be some funny bloopers.
That's funny.